Honda has kickstarted this decade by taking some major leaps and risks, bringing back the Type R badge, redesigning the CR-V to push the crossover in a more upscale and modern direction, and now we have the 2023 Pilot TrailSport, which takes on the growing trend of off-road worthy SUVs. While the Pilot in general for this generation is worth a close look for buyers in the market for a three-row crossover, the TrailSport brings a new twist that encourages drivers to explore, go on adventures, and get this vehicle dirty. But there's more to this trim than just being rugged and durable, and in fact could very well be the perfect daily driver for a wide range of Americans. So here are 5 reasons why you should buy a 2023 Honda Pilot TrailSport. If you're somebody who takes on the elements throughout the year, maybe goes on a skiing trip during the winter or camps during the summer, a regular crossover might not get the job done for you. At the same time, you want a vehicle that's enjoyable to drive on pavement, but it's usually easier said than done. From an off-road perspective, the Pilot TrailSport comes equipped with all-terrain tires, 8.3 inches of ground clearance, off-road tuned suspension, and 5,000 pounds of towing capacity, which all should be more than enough to meet your demands. Yet, these rugged attributes for most crossovers can negatively impact ride quality and overall performance. But the Honda Pilot isn't in the business of alienating its current clientele to entice a completely new demographic of consumers. During our time behind the wheel, the TrailSport is a pleasant crossover to drive, feeling similar to rivals such as the Nissan Pathfinder, Ford Explorer, and Subaru Ascent, as it can handle imperfections and uneven pavement without throwing you around as most rugged vehicles do. As expected, body roll is noticeable with the lack of a lower center of gravity. However, steering is responsive with feedback being kept to a minimum, but the lighter steering does help with the maneuverability of the Pilot, as it's deceptively wide, especially on smaller streets. Under the hood, the Pilot is powered by a 3.5-liter naturally aspirated V6 engine, producing 285 horsepower and 262 pound-feet of torque, and is now paired with a 10-speed automatic transmission. Much like its cousin, the Acura MDX, this three-row crossover brings a sense of refinement and quality that should suit many buyers, as its compliance and competence when accelerating on the highway and its relaxed and composed demeanor when cruising on back roads counterbalances its off-road capabilities quite well. Also now with the 10-speed automatic, the Pilot will feel more peppy than the outgoing model, despite power gains being very minimal. And while it's not the most athletic and sporty in this segment, it's a solid option for those who are in need of a comfortable road trip crossover. It wouldn't be far-fetched to say that the Honda Pilot was an acquired taste for most, as it hadn't adopted any particular trend in terms of design throughout the generations, whether that be in the performance realm or to appeal to those looking for rugged aesthetics. Honda has always veered away from joining the latest fad up until recently, when the TrailSport nameplate made its debut with the Passport and last year's Pilot. Now for 2023, this crossover has the appearance of being sleek, but also fits right in with competitors looking to achieve an aggressive road presence. While Honda's primary intention with this crossover is to appeal to those who have active and outdoor lifestyles, they didn't throw on an egregious amount of plastic cladding, except for where it was deemed necessary, most notably around the wheel arches. The color contrasting accents from gloss black to the subtle brushed aluminum strip found on the bumper seamlessly integrates into the front fascia, and the full LED headlights that come standard for 2023 provides a polished and modern look, with fog lights mounted below to help illuminate the trails. Then as you make your way around to the back, this is where the Pilot may have changed the most, as the front fascia has taken styling cues from past generations. Specifically for the TrailSport, the way in which it sits is a departure from the pedestrian and unassuming design compared to last year. But more importantly, it has the appearance of an SUV built on a body-on-frame chassis from certain angles, especially the way in which Honda molded the C-pillar. The new taillights and gloss black trim pieces does add a lower profile look to this crossover, while the aggressive cladding for the rear bumper reinforces the notion that this Pilot is designed to get dirty and explore the paths less traveled. As the exterior suggests, a lot is new for 2023. And it's not just what you see and interact with that's been improved from the prior generation. This year, the Pilot has grown 3 inches in length, vastly improving interior space, as the second row passengers will have an additional 2.5 inches of legroom. And for the TrailSport, captain chairs come standard to offer plenty of shoulder room for occupants, and more importantly, provides the comfort you expect at $50,000. Third row passengers also receive slightly more space, up an additional 1/2 inch of legroom compared to last generation. And we can confidently say you can have average sized adults sit back there, which is a surprise as the Pilot is not a full-sized SUV. But it gets even better, as for practicality, you have a class-leading 22.5 cubic feet of room behind the third row seats, providing usable storage space even when the third row seats are up. Overall, you'll have an eye-opening 114 cubic feet of room, with the second and third row seats folding flat to accommodate larger items, and you could possibly sleep back here as well on a longer road trip or when camping. For 2023, Honda is marketing the TrailSport as a mid-tier trim, sitting between the EXL and Touring. And despite missing out on some key features, such as the upgraded Bose sound system, onboard navigation, leather upholstery, ventilated seats, and a full digital gauge cluster, for the price, the TrailSport is very well equipped. You're immediately greeted by power adjustable and heated leatherette seats for both the driver and passenger. And bringing a unique personality, the TrailSport badge is embroidered in the headrests, setting this trim apart from the rest of the lineup. In front of you, there'll be a half analog, half digital display, which does showcase a good amount of information and is fully customizable. Suitable during the winter months, standard is a heated steering wheel with a premium quality and feel that reflects the price point. When you look over to the infotainment system, you will have a 9-inch touchscreen with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto compatibility. And for the TrailSport, you'll have a variety of camera angles to choose from to help traverse the off-road or make it easier to park this Pilot. Also equipped is a wireless phone charging pad and panoramic moonroof that brightens up the cabin. And as we've seen from most new Hondas in the past few years, the interior layout has been improved, with higher quality materials than what was seen in prior generations. Ultimately, the driving environment, while not as plush or tech-driven as the Elite, is more than worth the price. And when compared to competitors in this market, it's offering a great package that buyers in this segment are certainly looking for. For off-road worthy crossovers, sometimes the all-terrain tires and harsher ride quality deters buyers who might be looking for a better balanced vehicle for their family, rather than choosing a Jeep Wrangler, Ford Bronco, or Toyota 4Runner. While the TrailSport is engineered to go further than a standard Pilot, especially when taking on some trails or adverse weather conditions, it's not so off-road tuned where you'll end up regretting opting for this trim. There's no lack of sensibility with this crossover, as it's practical, spacious, offers more than enough power for on-road use, and is comfortable enough to be driven on weekday commutes. Compared to its smaller sibling, the CR-V, the Pilot for 2023 is adventurous, cool, and exciting in every way. But its versatility and being multi-dimensional is exactly why the TrailSport just might be the best three-row crossover in this price range and segment. We hope you enjoyed this quick buyer's guide for the 2023 Honda Pilot TrailSport. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe for more videos like this one. And if you're interested in buying a Pilot or any other three-row crossover, make sure to check out our full reviews to help you find your next vehicle. And Thanks for watching.